My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Silent Edition. I really don't like scroll boxes. You know what? If you like scroll boxes, I need someone to convince me of scroll boxes, because I don't even want to click it ever. And I'm specifically working with not metric, not rubric, not guide. I'm working with a strategy recently of trying to select the things that I otherwise wouldn't select so that I can see the value in them, but I've never clicked scroll boxes and been happier to have done it than I would have been with almost any other option, including greed. Take equilibrium here, prep time, and sorry, not equilibrium. I'm going to take lead paperweight, and then I see equilibrium in prep time. Prep time at the start of your turn, gain 4 vigor. I really like the idea of having that and then using ricochet. Yeah, equilibrium I already know is really good, but I want to make some stuff happen with this prep time. Maybe I should have looked at my map first, though. Okay, there's possibly a promising path. I can get 3 relatively early upgrades, relatively early shop, 1 early question mark. This is going to be a tier 2 fight. Obviously, this will be as well. Hopefully this one isn't. Because if that's a fight, then I have to deal with my first tier 2 fight before my first fire, which is going to be a tough ask. Especially considering prep time does increase our damage, but it doesn't do it immediately. So we can expect to bleed a little. Okay. Is there any alternative? I mean, there is a really interesting alternative over here of just a bunch of events. Just go event maxing. Question core? And not particularly enthused by the fact that afterwards ends in 2 elites. I've probably traded away a decent amount of health in those events. Also, I do want some normal fights so I can get some cards. Because where else am I going to see this ricochet? In the shop? Fat chance. I say that to try and tempt and tease the shop into just giving it to me anyway. Let's see if that works. 1 damage taken so far this fight. 18 left in the draw pile. What's the key for it? A. I've always been hitting the actual draw pile sigil down there. And discarded S. Cool. Droplet of Recognition. Choose a card in your draw pile to add to your hand. Pretty useful. Predator, Deadly Poison, and Calculated Gamble. I mean, Calculated Gamble is the least, offensively effective of these. But also, I don't need to be super offensively effective right now because I backloaded with the elites. I don't have to face an elite before halfway. Lose 29 golds. Oh, wait, sorry, I thought that was the transform option. No. Okay, I'll lose the health to transform a strike, please. Snakebite, retain a blight poison. Backflip, follow through. Oh boy. I mean, follow through hits multiple times, so I could take follow through and backflip. And then follow through also combos with prep time and snakebite, because snakebite retains in hand, and follow through needs to see 5 other cards in hand. So as long as I retain snakebite from a previous turn, draw follow through gets the vigor as our first attack of the turn, and it does that damage multiple times. Look, it's not incredible, but it's a little bit of push in the direction that I want to go in. I'll take it. I'm happy to calculate a gamble here. And then, oh, perfect. Prep time, strike. We've got immediate follow through, which would be doing less damage, if not for prep time canceling out shrink. Just triple defend that. Because I know I've always got the vigor just stacking between turns at least. Dex pot, backflip hidden daggers, and deadly pots. I'm not entirely against clicking backflip again, but I do have to reckon with the fact this is not particularly fast damage. This is not going to do well against a boss. If I took deadly poison here and just used deadly poison and snakebite one time each fight, that's a boss kill. And then I can use my follow-through prep time stuff for shorter fights. Just going to take a diversity of tools right now. Okay, is this my first hard tier fight? No, it's not. Oh, that's great. Right, of course. Yeah, you have a friend in the first hard tier fight. Follow-through is nice, but much better than that in terms of damage over the course of this fight. It's just going to be hitting you with a snakebite early. Beauty. Bouncing Flask is a bit expensive. I don't think a second follow-through... Oh, God. I keep trying to hit Esk to get out of there. I'm just hitting tilde instead. I don't think a second follow-through really makes too much sense in the stack. I think I could take a single expose, but it's not really going to have much of an impact on this floor. That said, in terms of deck cost, I really don't want that Bouncing Flask. Give me the expose. That's fine, it'll be good later. It doesn't have to be, you know, the best now. Let's get the second turn of Neutralize. Especially before we have to encounter an enemy. I do think prep time's probably a good idea here. I'll throw expose as well. Defend and then just calc looking for one more defend. That's fine. Oh, grand. Get weakness on you for the next turn. This is the turn we can only play skills. Well, not only skills. Wait, hang on. Oh, no, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of a totally different enemy at the moment. I'm thinking of the mossy one. Hang on. Oh, I didn't have 2 additional cards in here. That's fine. As long as I don't take damage this fight. And we don't take damage this fight. Hell yeah. Clarity Extract, draw an additional card. I don't need another Snakebite. Do I care about the AoE of Dagger Spray? Yes, because it hits multiple times, so it's pretty good with the prep time. Clarity Extract is really good. Especially considering the thing of it all. Follow through it all. 2 points of Dex is really good for a longer fight, and some of those will be. Do I drop the Droplet of Precognition? I think so for the Clarity Extract here. Then prep time, getting 50% more vigor is pretty impactful. We'll get that. Whoa. That's very early to see a prayer wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. So I've only got one more normal enemy on my line. But card rewards are basically the best thing you see from them. So this is going to get pretty ridiculous. Oh, great. Dagger Spray has the additional value here. Sadly, I do have to take a full unmitigated 9. Wonder if I have to rest in the next site. Snakebite prepared, untouchable. Prepared's good. I'm gonna look at the other card first. I don't want Flick Flack. Just because a lot of the time you end up casting it as your first attack of the turn because you're still doing, like, draw discard stuff, and then it takes prep time. I know that's kind of irrational. It is a little irrational here. Can I be a little irrational? No, just give me the cards. Well, I can be, but I'm not gonna. I'll take this rest. I'm pretty mad about this, but I'll do it. Just because I want to take the double elite line if I can. Oh, this is awkward. Then strike and dagger spray. We did just about 40 damage on that first turn, which is okay, but I wonder if that's much worse than just... Should I pop clarity? I think I popped clarity right now. It was okay on that first turn, but this is... I don't think expose is that relevant, but it won't be next turn either. But I also don't want to cycle back to that expose. Okay, very happy to have neutralize instead. Do I drop the deck spot here as well? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I wonder if it would have been much better for us to use the calculated gamble on the first turn and just cycle to get poison as quickly as possible. Poison in prep time. Like, I worried they were going to be a bit too slow, but I wonder if too slow was just always going to happen. Okay, it took another 11 that turn. Survived the flick flack. 14, 7. 7. It's fine. I can defend and then just watch you die after taking 1 damage. Razor Tooth. Every time you play an attack or skill, upgraded for the rest of the combat. Noxious Fumes. Yeah, I'll take a single copy. Especially because I haven't fought AoE yet. I will take the money. Would not have been able to do that. Perfect. Oh! Prep time. Drop a Deadly Poison Strike. Absolutely going to be Dagger Spray, defend, Survivor through Strike. Exposed, neutralize, sets up all these enemies, so then I can flick flack and Noxious Fumes. Previous form dying to poison probably would have been a lot better, actually. Let's backflip. As much as I want to draw a bunch of cards, Survivor is basically one of the best cards I can draw. I'll count Gamble right now, just in case, yeah, I get to something stupid like that. Never mind. Worked out about as well as it possibly could have. Amethyst Aubergine, enemies drop an additional 15 gold. Between that and the Prayer Wheel, we actually might be incentivized to take enemies over normal combats. 2 card awards and basically double the amount of gold. That's pretty good. Hidden Daggers, Prepared, and Cloak and Dagger. My first Prepared is not upgraded, but we all know how sick and nasty Prepared is. And also, it does upgrade itself after its first play, which does make it a lot more appealing. I will take a second Prepared in this deck. I don't think I would have taken that without the Razor Tooth. My deck isn't very defensively consistent. Like, it's basically just draw that gets us back to our defense, which makes me feel like I have to rest. I wanted to upgrade one of the Prepareds there, though. That's a pretty good draw, though. I'm going to Snakebite. I'm going to Radiant Tincture as well, so that I have the opportunity to... Sorry, Snakebite. Prep time. I said Snakebite at the start of the turn, and I meant prep time then. Okay, expose, Noxious Fumes. Drop all of that. I want to try and make sure that I play as many of my defensive cards as possible. Because then in the next cycle, they'll be powered up. And it's pretty important in this fight to play at least one big defensive card each turn if possible. Yeah, like, basically all my defense and Spire are upgraded now. I'd love to keep that Snakebite in hand, but more so than that, I'd love to defend this damage. Oh my god. I'm a dummy. The enemy was going to be staggered that turn anyway. Oops. It's all okay. Wow! We managed to draw none of our defense. Well... hang on, that is pretty typical. We just saw. Anyway. Got through the fight. Definitely did need to rest, by the way. Corrosive Wave. It's ridiculous how much poison that can do with our deck. Whenever you draw a card this turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. Just have that in the same hand as Calculated Gamble. Poison everyone. Have that with Backflip. Poison everyone. Have that with the Prepareds. I actually think that might poison everyone. Oh my god, please, please, please! Yes! You may sacrifice card rewards to Bale. Every 2 sacrifices obtain a relic. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. If I don't like what you're offering me, I'm just going to turn it directly to a relic in front of you. I still do need rests. Upgrades are still important to me. But I'm gonna line up these. Well, actually, I do also still want to shop. Do I have a late shop line? How good am I at elites on this floor? Depends on my draw order. I need to be more defensive so that Entomancer doesn't just kill me in my first cycle. What about the Unsettling Flesh Cube? Middling. Again, I also need some more defense for that fight. I'm really good against Desi. It's usually not the case. Okay, so I don't want to take elites until I've taken a bunch of normal fights. So I don't think I'm going that direction. Cross that out. Tell you I'm not going that direction. I almost think I could dodge elites because the normal combats will be about as hard as the elites, and they also have additional... Well, I mean, the elites have additional gold. But also the basic fights have a relic anyway. Let's start here. We're always starting here. And also some card pickups along the way might change our choices, so... Might as well just get started. Yes. The sooner I can find some defense, the far better off we'll be. Because right now we basically have to wait until our second cycle before we can defend ourselves. Not really a particularly survivable strategy right there. I wonder if I should drop Survivor first, or if I don't, so that I have a higher chance of getting to Dagger Spray or Backflip. I got to Backflip. It got me to Dagger Spray. I'll use Flex Potion, Dagger Spray. Great. Nope, don't need any of those. Sacrifice. Thank you kindly for my Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP to combat, draw 3 cards. It's 100% Snecko Skull. There's nothing else in the game that even replicates the effect of this. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Oh! Damn. It's Snecko Kifuda. Kifuda. Upon pickup, enchant 3 cards with a droid, giving them a block statistic. I can't also afford the footwork here, but those 2 are ridiculous. I would like if the Prepareds defended me, please. Because there's never a point I draw a Prepared that I don't want to play it. I don't have any cards that replay multiple times. This hits an additional time, doesn't play an additional time. So I'll just put in all my 0 costs. Probably not playing Noxious Fumes in this fight, I would guess. There you go. Corrosive Backflip. Prepared. Oh man, those prepareds when they're upgraded so much better. I can hit you not enough times to put you on the ground this turn, but still better I do that than anything else. Because I also just can't defend this turn, so... That'll do it. Take my stolen card back, and... Expertise, Deadly Poison, Blade Dance. There's a little bit of value in that expertise, courtesy of the Corrosive Wave in this deck. Skip that first. Speedster. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And it's already upgraded to be innate. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll also take an Expertise, because it synergizes with that as well. I'm not always going to take the Relic. Sometimes I'll take the card. I'm wild like that. Glad the enemy's weakened for this turn, because... Oh boy. Not particularly good at defending ourselves just yet. It's not like I'm seeing an abundance of good options for doing so. I even bought Cthulhu. Not that Cthulhu's bad, I mean, like, I'm trying for those. Game, meet me halfway, please. I mean, that's an upgraded prepared. Mm-hmm. Just got to discount part. Okay. I'm gonna get Speedster out. More damage to everyone. Then, like, Liquid Memories, Prepared back in hand, and discard these. And then Expertise would draw 3. So I'm just better off playing a normal draw then. Okay, the one in the back line on Nectar needs to die. Oh no, wait, it'll be fine next turn. I really need better defense. Although also this is like our first big hard fight, so. Perfect, glad I can sacrifice that one because it doesn't matter. Again, gosh damn. Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw a card. I actually think a normal elite is probably going to be easier than a normal fight at this point, and I definitely need the rest. So I'm going to cut out here to an elite. It's the Flesh Cube, probably second worst? It really depends, I guess. I'm going to hit you with a Weaken. I mean, damn, we definitely could have drawn worse than that on that turn. Let's Expertise our way back up to a decent hand, and considering how little good upcoming defense there is, I think I probably do drop the defend rather than play prep time here. I really don't have the additional resources to play prep time right now. It's tough. Let's see. So corrosive wave into like follow through, neutralize, count gamble here. All huge. Prepared even drops some additional cards there to set up for a bigger expertise. Unfortunately, not especially defensive as a turn. Pretty good damage setup, though. I'll drop another defend. Yeah, 32 damage that turn. All out aggressive turn next turn. I basically have one more turn I need to survive, and it's this one right now. Done. Oh, fruit juice. Gain 5 max HP. That's going to be handy. Cloak Clasp. That's also super defensive. Yay. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. Poison Stab, Master Planner, and Predator. It has to be Master Predator, Master Planner, because basically all of the cards in my deck can be cast with Prepared after the first cycle. Problem is, that is another way for me to be stronger in the future and not right now. I'm gonna rest again, despite the fact that I desperately want upgrades. Enlightenment. One Speedster, one Master Planner, which I'll upgrade, and one Snakebite. I don't take Enlightenment in that deck. I will remove a basic strike. That'll still help. Let's take a normal fight. Okay. Speedster, backflip, prepared through Flick Flack. Deadly Poison as well, and Count Gamble. Let's get the prep time out. Woof. Okay. 1, 2. I'm gonna fire pot the front line. Master Planner and defend. Okay. Okay, that all came out pretty well. I forgot about the Gremlin Horn, but that was really helpful. Corrosive Wave. Drop a couple cards. Expertise our way to a new cycle. Perfect. And now we're casting the cards that we discard, and everything's good. Yeah, okay, so the fact that we managed to not take damage in this fight was pretty good, but we also had basically an optimal draw to the... Remember when this run was about taking Ricochet? Anyway, I'll sacrifice that and grab a Book of 5 Rings. For every 5 cards you add to the deck, heal 20 HP. And I'll sacrifice another card. We'll cut over to the left for more cards. I mean sacrifices. Okay. I mean cards. Give me Speedster out on the board, because I can't really do anything about the frontliner anyway. I will drop a Noxious Fumes and just take some damage. I mean, I'd love to play Master Planner. Can't do it, though. Not a single reasonable way for me to justify not defending that turn, especially considering how bad our deck is at defending on other turns. I can use Expose on the back line here, and will do. Okay, both of those frontliners die next turn. That's huge. Damn, especially if it occurred with draw, it would have been huge. But because it doesn't occur with draw... yeah, I can't even take either of you out manually. Because it doesn't occur with that draw, we just have to miss out on using that additional energy. Okay, Corrosive Wave, Count Gamble, that whole handout. Poison Expertise. Just frankly overdo it There we go. Easy. Untouchable. Casting that via Sly for defense. Huge. We get the potion belt, and I will take Untouchable. Probably going to be drinking the fruit juice potion just to help us get through this fight. Oof. Oh, I totally can afford to play Master Planner here. That's great. Exposed, prepared through Untouchable. Hell yeah! Oh, I should have played prep time at the end of that. That's fine. Expertise. I'm just looking for a deeper draw at that point. It's only important that I play skills so that they gain Sly for the next cycle. 15 incoming here. I'll can't gamble because it's also important I get to the next cycle as soon as possible. Perfect. Speeds is pretty good. Hmm. Oh my god, they're just... I haven't even resolved my first one yet. Alright. I think this fight went well. Energy potion. Flechette, dodge and roll, finisher. Dodge and roll isn't really super defensive for us. It's very small numbers if I don't have any deck scaling. Blur's pretty good, though. That's actually a defensive tool. Okay. I'll take a rest. Hold up. I am not going to rest here until I use my fruit potion. So I had 31 HP after resting last time. If I drink the fruit potion, that's only 5 more max HP. Now I have 39 because I'm healing a percentage of a higher amount. That seems way too impactful. Anyway. Yeah, great turn for Speedster prepared through Untouchable. Noxious Fumes out on turn 1 actually will have an impact here. Sadly, I can't full block, but the 3 additional draw this turn is super handy. Get a weaken out there. I do think Survivor matters right now as well. I will calculated gamble. Trying to get much deeper into the deck, though. Drop another defend, because I need those defends upgraded by the second cycle if I want to be able to survive the rocket. Sucks to see Master Planner at the very bottom of this. Because that's probably my best sketch. Oh, it's fine. I'll use the energy potion if need be this turn. Need bees. That was pretty good. Gotta remember, I actually have to play these cards in the first place if I want them to be Sly in the second cycle. We actually managed to get weakened on it and almost full block the rocket. This is incredible. And both of you die next turn. Grand. Adrenaline, Hunt, and Second Master Planner. It's 1000% adrenaline. I know, yes, the additional card reward from the Hunt would be interesting, but what is the problem with this deck? Not enough energy, and more draw would help. Adrenaline is the solution both. Swift 3 as a enchant is the solution to both as well. Swift 3 means that we can mark 3 cards, causing them to, the first time I play them each combat, draw 3 cards. So if I do that with Corrosive Wave, when I play it, it draws 3. It's going to be really useful. I also like the idea of putting it on Untouchable, because Untouchable only really gets played if I'm discarding cards, so I know my hand will have the space. And because it only happens the first time we play it anyway, it could easily go on Adrenaline as well. That said, Adrenaline's more likely to overfill my hand as a result. I could do it with Speedster. I'll do it with Speedster. Especially because Speedster is in the opening hand, and I'm very likely to want to play it in my opening hand. Okay, so how many normal enemies can I string together? That left-hand side is dense with normal enemies. Oh, late shot, though. That's valuable. I do care about some upgrades. Okay, we'll take this right-hand line. Speedster. Follow through is nice, but I don't need to use it. Adrenaline. Oh my god. Prepared. Through one. Prepared. Through another. Prepared. One more. Then calculated gamble. Throw down an Untouchable. There we go. Okay, that was pretty good. Nope. Ooh, Gauget. This upbeat combat gain some plating. Do I care enough about another expertise in this deck? No, I've got enough draw that I don't. Give me a Relic. Paper Crane! Enemies with weak deal 40% less damage rather than 25% less. Consistency of weaken on our enemies is now much more important to us than it was prior. Expose the back line, hit them with Neutralize, and then backflip before calculated gamble. Get as deep into the deck as possible. We get our Adrenaline. We get a Corrosive Wave. All prepared. And then prepared twice. And then prepared again. Yeah, pretty good deck. Working pretty well. Escape Plan. Draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 3 block. Yes, probably going to take that. Escape Plan. I'll take both. Thank you. We heal 20 for having taken both, courtesy of the Book of the 5 Rings. Okay, I have to block before I play my Speedster here, but this is fun. It deals 6 damage to me, so it'll cause me to draw cards from the Centennial Puzzle as well. Let's Adrenaline, then Prepare, drop 2, Count Gamble. Just trying to get as deep in the deck as possible. Yeah, because in the deck, there's Corrosive Waves and stuff. Like a Prepared that can cast a Untouchable that draws a bunch of cards. You know? This one's gonna be pretty easy against the bosses if I had to guess. I don't like to call my shot like that, but I'm feeling like... Wow. I'm feeling like it's probably going to be a pretty easy boss. Which way am I even going? More upgrades. Yeah, I do care about the upgrades still. It's remarkable how often I'm getting the calculated gamble in my opening hand as well. Game's trying to show me a lesson. Not going to give it to me this time, huh? Oh my god. There it is. Oh my god, I did forget. I will play Master Plan. Well, really? Master Planner at the bottom of the first... That was a really bad time to play Master Planner, I'll tell you that. But maybe I can cycle this deck fast enough that it becomes a good idea. Probably not. Almost certainly going to have been much better to have not. Okay. Yep. We are in the new cycle. I'm yet to cast a card for free that wasn't already free or offering to be cast in the worst possible circumstance like that. It's the tease there. Nope, don't need those. Well-laid plans is good, but I feel like I discard everything enough of the time that I don't really end up getting to use that. Gear, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. No. That's not better than making Master Planner cost less or making either of my adrenalines give more energy. Lizard Tail. The first time each combat you would drop below... Sorry, you would drop below. First time each combat, the first time, your HP would be reduced to 0. Return it to 50% instead. Pardon. Another calculated gamble's huge. And I'll cut a strike and then take war paint, upgrading 2 prepareds for that first cycle. That was ridiculous. Alright, Speedster. Adrenaline. Prepared our way through a couple cards. Calculated our gamble. Oh, we're master planning as well now. I see. There we are. Now it's your turn, buddy. All the best with it, I say. There it is, our additional calculated gamble. And that's not lethal here that we've already threatened. Oh gosh. 8. Wait, are you kidding me? Do I have to take this damage? 15. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Damn you. I think I deserve that. Touch of Insanity. Choose card in your hand to play it. It's free this combat. I could make Bouncing Flask free all combat. That's pretty cool. What card would I make free all combat? Probably Expertise. I think Bouncing Flask pales so much in comparison to just having a Corrosive Wave and more draw that I really don't think it's worth a part of this deck. Okay, I'll drop Prep Time so that I can Prepared through Flick Flack and then Untouchable and then also draw another 2. Great. Corrosive Wave, fill that hand. Dagger Spray, prepared. Perfect, kills one of them. We've got one big calculated gamble, cycling a huge hand of cards there. Okay. Damn, we're going to be able to do this. The additional energy from killing the enemies in the middle of this is really helping. Got him. Hissing Whale is pretty good, but I will need to sacrifice at least one card here. Ah, Bubble Bubble. That's actually big enough by itself, I think. Is it? Compared to the rest? No, I'll sacrifice that one. Quadra, and I'll take a Piercing Well for defense. I mean, Outbreak will trigger a lot, but the correct answer is Acrobatics. And then our rest site. I should probably... Yeah, I'll just take the opportunity to get back to full HP. Just making sure I didn't have Pantograph and embarrass myself there. Okay. I think the harder fight is going to be the next one, because I've got to make sure that I keep my poison-causing cards in the deck long enough. And, like, I'm bricked on energy one turn, drawn one turn, and, you know, card permanence on another turn. So that's gonna be where our potions need to go. Let's Speedster. Okay. Expose. Adrenaline. All the cards I'm playing are upgraded for the next cycle as well, so they're worth playing, even if they're not desperately important. Okay. Again, I'll take the opportunity to play them easily. Okay, we'll go with the Corrosive Wave this turn. Yes, because I wanted to draw into Piercing Whale as my best defense available. Okay. Master Planner is the objective of this turn. Get Master Planner out. Start playing some cards. Just turning those cards sly. Okay, that's the first time we've been hit this combat, getting our additional draw. Okay. Neutralize is definitely our frontline target. Okay. Let's Snakebite the boss as well. Definitely adrenaline time. Perfect. Blur Prepared drops the 2 cards in hand I can't play. I'll use Expertise to draw 3 right now. Corrosive Wave, then Acrobatics. Great. We've even got Weaken on the turn. The Queen comes out and starts doing damage. Prepared is not going to be able to cast Untouchable here. Unfortunately, only one bound card can be played per turn, no matter what. No matter how you try and play it. Only one can be played. So I'll discard 2 other Sly cards in hand to get my defense. Aha. Yeah, I think I'm better off just playing that Calculated Gamble there. We know the enemy is attacking next turn, so Blur is huge. Let's keep you neutralized. There's not going to be enough turns left that another Calculated Gamble, like, I cycle back to it and then play it, so I may as well just keep playing out our cards there until the enemy's down, then... Beautiful. That's them down. Now this one. I think our strength pot at the top of the fight. Ooh, Master Planner Speedster immediately. That's pretty good. Setting up for the energy destruction phase. Just setting up for that by having all of our cards with Sly would be nice. Okay. So let's master plan our speedster. Expose, because that's not going to be important. I feel like adrenaline's probably important later. Like, I can't burn all the prepareds out of this deck, otherwise I don't have the ability to cast. I think that turn is probably best spent just in full setup like that, then. Okay, so I can't draw this turn, which is also annoying. Suppose I probably make the snakebite cost nothing, then. I want to play things that have an expense first. So ideally, acrobatics into... Oof. Yeah, sadly now I've already used all my energy and I can't play anything else. So that corrosive wave goes unplayed this cycle. That said, I get the enemy weak. I do get to keep that up. That's important. This is... Ooh. Okay, losing weak in there, but only because I suspect I don't have long with it anyway. This is our drawdown turn. Really? I guess my whole deck kind of super draws, so... Can't look at a turn like that and be like, really? You asked me to draw? Yeah, that's all my deck does. Blur casts on Sly, so does Acrobatics. Okay, we're starting to live the dream I was talking about. Zero cost there as well. It's not being super effective so far. I have no choice. It's Corrosive Wave and just go absolutely ham-bone this turn. That's a phrase, right? Everyone says absolutely ham-bone. You're all saying that on the playground? You're all on the playground, right? Not just me on the playground. Ham-boning? It's when you slap... It's you slap yourself to make the music. It's from SpongeBob. There's nothing more wholesome than things from SpongeBob. Unless you read the Battle for Bikini Bottom, where Hat-Trick becomes a eldritch horror. Poison. Expertise our way to a full hand, then count gamble to draw as many cards as possible. I'm straight up just exhausting myself here. That's the whole point. There you go, buddy. Then you die next turn. GG. Hey, that was a pretty good plan. Also, prayer wheel with Pale's Wing and just milling out a bunch of relics. Oh, what good fun. You're never gonna guess this. Okay, so, hang on, long story. Let me explain. So, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thank you and special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time. Unbelievable, right?